Alright, what's up, guys? It is October 9th, currently 10:13 p.m., so it's very late. I'm about to go to bed. Had a terrible day in the market today for myself. Um, Basically, so it started bad because I decided to swing 500 shares of TVIX overnight because the SPY was not doing so great yesterday. Oh, just look at the daily. So, see, this was Monday, finished red. Tuesday, gaps down, drops hard. And I expected today to either open slightly higher and then fall, at least maybe test this trend line. But it didn't. So, what happened? Overnight, last night, the SPY climbs a little bit. Then this morning, climbs a lot. I wake up, I usually wake up at about 6:15 with my son, but I didn't check my phone until about 8 o'clock. And for some reason, the paper trading account with TD Ameritrade will not let you trade after hours, even if you change your order to extended, or maybe it just won't on the app. I don't know. So either way, I was stuck in it till the open. But the SPY was coming down, and I've seen it gap up overnight and then fade in the morning when the market opened. So I was like, maybe it'll fade, and it did a little bit. Came down. I think at this point I was only down like $300. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. Let's see. So I sold at 940, the 500 that I held overnight. Let's see. 940. Wow, what an idiot. I didn't even fucking sell it up here where, I would have been down like $300. I sold it here where I was still down like $400 or $500. And then I took a swing, or not a swing, I took a trade on, let's put it over here, DSSI. I traded that one yesterday and made money on it. But today it didn't work out. Got in at 1562 at 941. So it's like right here, 1562. This stock, it has a large spread, usually of 20 to 30 cents at a time. I was watching it in the morning. It gapped up, or went up pretty quick and then consolidated a little and then gapped up. So at this point, I was up like $300. And I was really just waiting for like the next gap up. I was hoping it would hit 16. That was my goal, and then I was going to get out. But I got out break even. I'm pretty sure sold at 15.59. So I lost. Let's see exactly how much I lost without having to do the math. $30. So not a big deal. I didn't care. And actually, I tried to go short here. Try to do a short position because yesterday I went short on it, like 500 shares on accident, which actually worked out because I made a little money on that. I had 500 shares and I went to sell, but I had typed out to sell 1,000 shares, so it sold my 500 and then went short on 500. But I mean, going short wouldn't have. I mean, it would have made a little bit here, but not, anything spectacular. It would have taken me, and about 45 minutes to an hour to get that money. So it wouldn't have really been worth it. Let's go back to the SPY. So that was the only other stock that I traded today. Every other trade was on TVIX. At this point, I was trying to, trying to scalp trade to make my money back. Oh, and I'm currently down for the day, $1,460. It wiped out all of my profits from before and some. So let's see, got back in at 1543, sold at 15.55, made a little there, got back in at 15.58, sold at 15.51, lost a little, sold it, or bought back in at 15.51, sold at 15.47, lost some more, back in at 15.43, out at 15.50, made a little, back in at 15.44, out at 15.35, another loss, 15.28, 15.25, another loss, 15.22, 15.16, another loss. And then the biggest mistake that I think I've made ever is this last trade. Let's see. So I was so sure it was the SPY was turning to dump. Now, if you don't know, TVIX is an inverse ETF of the SPY, so it does the opposite all the time. Let's see if I can. You can see when this goes up in the open, the SPY was dropping. Then the SPY comes back, TVIX comes down. SPY comes down, TVIX goes up. SPY comes back down, TVY. I mean, you can just look at them. So, let's see, where was it? 11.08. 11.08. So I literally look at the SPY while I'm making my decisions on to trade TVIX. It's just easier that way. And that's how I made money 3 of the 4 days last week. All were TVIX trades. So 11.08, right here. Well, I think I'll zoom back out. Need to get this whole picture here. Because this right here, at this moment, this was the low of the day. So I was thinking it's coming down on a strong candle. This candle popped down, and I was like, if it breaks the low of the day, it could collapse. So I went ahead and jumped in with 2,000 shares of TVIX at 15.33. That is 30. No, just let me do the calculation so I don't say anything wrong. 15.33 times 2,000, $30,660 investment. And then I seen the SPY bounce back up a little bit, and I figured, it might curl up a little bit and then collapse, because it does that pretty often. So I put out another buy order, 1,000 shares of TVIX at 15.20. I was like, well, I'll average up, get my average price lower, so I'll make more money. So that gets filled at 11.37 right here. And it continued to go up. Now, I walked away from my computer at 11:10, basically right after I jumped in this. I walked away. I had something I had to do with my son, and that took a little over an hour, so I didn't get back on until right here when I closed out this order at basically 1 o'clock. And by that time I was down $1,460 on the day. It did not work out. But the most frustrating part of this whole thing is it fell here at the end of the day. Not down low enough to where I would have been making money, but would have been fine. But after hours, it plummets all the way down to 287. Now, if we look at the daily again, this is 287. This is lower than yesterday's close. It never got down that low today. That would have been amazing, but it didn't happen. So all of my profits have been wiped out, basically starting over again, but this time I'm not resetting my account. I'm keeping it, and I just have to be smarter. Don't walk away if I'm in a trade. Don't be swinging anything overnight unless it looks good. I mean, anytime you're swinging like the SPY, it's kind of iffy because it gaps up and down all the time. Like here, gap down. This one pretty much stayed even. That one stayed even. Gap down. This was a gap up. So, I mean, it gaps up and down a lot. I mean, if there's terrible news, obviously, you'll be fine to hold. But right now with all the trade wars going on, you just kind of don't know what's going to happen. But anyways, that was my crappy trades for the day. I'll be back at it tomorrow to try to make some of this money back. Thanks for listening.